Hello, hello, hello. The Morning Garden here with another update. Just one more update, and that's it. That's it for me. That's it for me. I want to tell you, I got off work today, ran my mouth after clocking out. Clocking out. And thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you. I clocked out. I talked for about an hour after I clocked out. Some people say, "Why are you hanging around at the job while you already off? How do you get fired on your day off?" No, let me stop. But here's what I'm saying. I driving home and I got to thinking. I said, go up to Walmart and see if they still have. I mean, if they now have the seeds ready for sale, which is the 50-cent seeds. I've told you about it before. And so I'm up there. I'm behind the wheel driving. I'm driving. And something said, don't go up to Walmart. It's a waste of time. You know the seeds aren't there. Here's how you can check your situation out. Here's how you can check it. Um, Go to Home Depot where they also get their seeds up pretty early too. So I got to Home Depot and I said, let me go back here and get the seeds. So I went back. There was no seeds to be found anywhere. I checked through the store. Um, and then I said, let me go check. Because I just left there Monday. I just left there, what's the date? It was the day, Tuesday? Wednesday. I just left there Monday. I cleaned their shelf out. They had some items still there that was on sale, but they were still not really marked down where I wanted them at. And I got the bags Monday for $2 a piece. So I bought $108 worth of fertilizer Monday for about $37. All right, so I got that. I wish I had one of the bags up here with me right now. I forgot to bring one up. They're the heavy bags when I got today. So anyway, I go back there today. Now they had 3 shelves of stock there that had marked down on them. $2, folks. I kid you not. At Home Depot. Then I went and looked down further. They had the huge bags down there that were when I was there Monday, they were $6. I come back there today, bam, they $3 a bag. I quietly rolled out to the garden section, grabbed me a rolling bed, whatever they call it, a big rolling bed or whatever. And when I grabbed that sucker, I brought it out. I started loading, and I said, okay, this is 3 shelves. This is the biggest you've ever done. How much before you start putting those in the cart that you are willing to spend a day? And when I said I don't care, I knew I did because what I did was I said, okay, those are $2 a bag, but they were a full shelf. These were $2 a bag, and there was another full shelf. Then the big bags that was underneath, they were another full shelf, but they were $3 a piece. I kept that in mind. They marked down from $12 a bag down to $3 a bag. Now listen to what I'm saying, folks. Look how much they're knocking off for this fertilizer. That's 100% organic fertilizer. 100% organic. The good stuff. When you read the label, you'll see alfalfa meal and all of that in there, bone meal, blood meal, all that mixed in, all that stuff. Real good stuff for the plants. So what I did was I cleared out all the big bags first. I had my little calculator with me. I added it up. I said, okay, that will come to $130 without this sale, but with the sale it's a lot less. So I said, okay, load that up. Then I looked at the smaller bags, which is $3 bags, and I said, Morning Garden, what are you gonna do? I said, I'm getting all of them. So I loaded up the cart with everything that was on there. They had that yellow tag on it, the yellow tag. I loaded up everything. I have no room anywhere to put this fertilizer. Didn't care about that. I said, I'll find a place. So I brought it in. And the only thing, now, I got today $250 worth of fertilizer for $56 and 86 cents. Can somebody say, can I give you amen on that? Can you give me an amen on that? That's how you do it. That's what you want to do when you go there. And I'm passing it on to you so you can go there and do the same thing. The one I had the most success with, nobody gave me an amen. Nobody. But the thing about it is you have to go to Home Depot. The other companies, they don't care. They're not putting on any sales. You're going to come there and you're going to pay, the little $3 bag is $8 and some change once the taxes in. They $8 a piece, folks. I got them for $2. The big bag is $12 and some change once you get it rung up. I got it for $3. I cleared the shelf out. They're now lined up in my hallway down there because I have no room on my other shelves in the where's it at? In my storage room. There's no more room on those shelves. They're packed. They'd actually bags be dropping off. Let me see if I can show you a picture. This is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. I've been passing on, I've been giving it to everyone, giving the free information up because I'm saying, go there and do this, because why would you want to wait to the heat of the summer and to be going up there trying to, with there's no flexibility with the prices. None. $8 is an $8 bag. That's what you're paying for. I'm getting them for $2. Been doing this for years. All right, let me see what I got here. Can I get an amen? Nope, ain't got none yet. Ain't got none yet. I don't know about that now. Okay. And let's see what we got here. I got them. I mean, I had them in the back seat of my car. Let me see something here. What did that look like when I left the store? I think, but that's a picture. I don't know if you can see that. Those are the bags I got today. And I just cleared the shelf. These are what brand are these? Nature's Care, and they're made by Miracle Grow 100% organic fertilizer. I think you can see that. Can you see that? Can you see it? And go to Home Depot and do it, folks. All right, so we ain't gonna talk about that no more. I do this every year. I do it every year. So I did that twice. I did it Monday, and I did it today, Wednesday. I will not go back looking for fertilizer. Even if they mark down the worm castings, I won't go back up there. And I doubt this year, but I probably will if I get any more cow manure. I may not get any cow manure this year because cow manure, I have plenty of it already stocked up. And if I do get any bags of cow manure, it's only going to be 5 bags. 5 40-pound bags. That's it. I'm not buying a whole bunch of cow manure this year because I have no room for this stuff. So that's how that works. Killing me softly with his song, telling my wounds some words. Killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole world with her song, killing me softly with her song. I heard she had a good song. I heard she had a style. Okay, let's see what we got here. Who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love? Okay, let's see what we got here. So that's what we're doing, folks. We're trying to. It's a shame the way you mess around with me. It's a shame the way you hurt her. Okay, I'm looking good here. I'm looking good here. Got everything rolling on. Happy New Year's to you as well. Happy New Year to you. Did you hear what I said earlier about the sale I hit? Did you hear that? I just want to know if you heard it. Yes or no? Did you hear it? Anything at all? I went up there, feet hurting and everything after getting off work. And I said, I'm going up there to save some money. Because when the growing season starts, I do not plan on walking through a crowded store. No, I just got here. Oh, okay. In other words, here's what I did. I went and hit them Monday, Home Depot. I hit them Monday for about $110 worth of fertilizer. Got it for $37. Okay, so I did that. Um, the bags that were normally, what were they? The bags were normally $8 a bag. I got them for $2. Pure good stuff. The good stuff. Now, today I went back up there looking for seeds, and when I got up there, they didn't have any seeds. No big deal. I'll go back and see if they still have some fertilizer on the shelf. Maybe they might have one, maybe two bags. Got there, they got three shelves filled with fertilizer. They had the big bags, the big. I don't know what they are. I don't know what size they were. I have to look at the bag. 10. They were like, I don't know what they were. 10 looked like 7, 8 pound bags, whatever. And they sell for about $12 and some change. I got those for $3. They had them, So I did. Does Lowe's ever have? No, no. Don't even waste your time. They'll mark off 5 cents or something, and that's not worth your time. That won't even pay for your gas going up there. Go ahead and hit Home Depot. Hit Home Depot, and don't call up there and ask for the sales because nobody's gonna want to go back there and check. They're gonna tell you, I don't know, well, they're not gonna check. So when you go to Home Depot, I'm gonna give you the scoop so you'll know. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, everyone. No, thanks to you because you chime in every so often. Try to go look at your site, but you don't have it set up yet. So we'll talk about that. But Mr. Price, here's what I'm saying to you. When you go to Home Depot to look for the fertilizers on sale, you want to go to the clearance section because they got a clearance section, and sometimes that'll be hidden in the back, and you'll think that you got all the fertilizer, but you didn't. You hit all that was in that shelf that says marked down. But if you knew where the clearance section is, you can go hit that too. That'll sometimes have more bags of fertilizer on it than you got with the other thing there. Put it like this. I took a flatbed, good people. Wishing y'all a very blessed happy. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where the proof is. I got a picture of what I got today. I did the same thing almost Monday. This is one of the carts filled with bags of fertilizer. Now each bag, if you get them Can you see that? Can everyone see that? These bags, the small ones go for $8. Got them for $2. The big bags you see there in front go for about $12 and some change. They went for $3, but they had them a couple of days ago, Monday. They had them $6, and I said I'm not paying $6 for that bag because I'm not saving anything really. And think about it, folks. If I'd have bought them Monday, came back Wednesday and saw them there for $3 a bag, I would have been pissed off. I'd have looked at it and said, God darn it, split my wrist. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. But but so my point is this: the only problem we're having right now is that there's no more room in my shelves, none. I have them stacked in the hallway when you come into my house because there's no other room in my storage area to put these things in. And I'm not going to, disrespect the product because they're a high quality product I have. And the food that you could grow with it, the potential for the food that you could grow with this is you can't even put it into numbers right now because it depends on how you use the fertilizer. I have lots of cow manure. I made sure I had that, and also I have a big, huge compost pile stacked up out there, and I got about 8 egg cartons with eggshells in them, and I want to get those and turn those, put those underneath the compost pile before I want it underneath the compost pile so it can start breaking down, which is the cartons and the eggshells. And that's what I want to do. Matter of fact, do I have enough time to do it now? I better not. I've been hustling a lot today. Let me think. Do I want to do that now? Because everything is cold out there. It's windy. I don't think I want to do it. No, I don't think I want to do it right now. I don't think I want to do it right now. I know what you're saying, but yeah, no. I put them underneath the compost. I go back out there in another month or two. The eggshell boxes and the eggshells, everything will be gone because the biology in the compost pile will break it down, and it'll make a better compost. Because I stopped throwing away those cardboard egg boxes and the eggshells. I stopped throwing them away a long time ago because when I saw that everybody and their mama was saving them, I said I better save these too because I'm going to suck all the juice out of my out of my my grocery bill. And I'm gonna get the juice out of it. I'm not throwing away eggshells when I know I can use those eggshells in the boxes that they're in to grow grocery with. I'm not gonna throw them away. Let's see what we got here. These are the 2 receipts from the day and yesterday. Let's see. If you have access to get the goat manure, we found that this doesn't smell as badly as it as hot as cow or chicken milk. Now, I love what you just did there. Mark, is it Mark? Or am I thinking to? Yeah, because I just want to tell you like this. Um, Whenever you can find a free situation if somebody got horses or cows, um, you can look into that. I'm no expert in getting it, but I tell you one thing: if I knew a guy that had rabbits right now, if he said I got 20 rabbits and they're always crapping all over the place, and God, I wish I would. He and I would talk because I said, listen, I'll take all the rabbit crap your little bunnies can produce, and I won't even charge you to take it off your hands. And if he says, well, you come and scoop it all, I'll pile it up over here. You come get it. I say, sir, don't have to worry about that. I'll get those those hefty bags, big, thick bags, the kind that can put a human body in. And I'll go load that stuff up and come back and drop it off and just, or I'll put it in my shed and just have it just stacked up. And what will happen is when the spring comes, I won't have to go uh, to places and purchase manures and things like that. Um, I use chop and drop on my property. The chop and drop that I use improves my soil. Cow manure improves your soil. Organic fertilizer improves your soil. All of these things improves your soil. And the best thing on earth that you can grow. Can anybody tell me? Amen. Oh my God. Look at this. I don't know who this is, but the last couple of days you've been chiming in. Mark, and it's just incredible. Um, incredible. He's been chiming in. But I'm gonna tell you something, folks. Um, my favorite thing that I love about gardening is knowledge, and the second thing is the food that it produces. Oh my God! I was sitting there telling a coworker about why don't you start? And when I hear people do this, they say, I might start gardening. You know how these old guys are. I might start gardening one day myself. I tell you, when I hear people say that, see, I heard the word at the beginning, which is I might. I might, not that I'm going to. I might, which means that this is just a thought that came in and went across his head like that. That's what happened. Inside his brain, it just did like that. For a second, he saw the benefit of gardening. Then he said, I can't do it. I have to dig holes and shovel. And then he started talking to me. He said, I once had me a tiller, and somebody left an old barn in the. And I said, look, sir, uh, I said, I don't till. I grow food every year. I do not till. And he said, well, don't you dig a hole for the plants? I said, I do as little moving around in my soil as possible. Because I do not, I said, you got to think of soil differently than they did back in the old days. Soil is alive. Gardeners are usually pretty good people, easy to talk to. See that? Now, see what the man just said there? He just gave everybody in this room a compliment. Gardeners are usually pretty good people, easy to talk to. And then they'll sell you some lettuce or some cabbage or something like that. No, but here's what I'm thinking about. Oh my God! Listen, folks. Listen, I just want to tell you this. Think about this for a second. I want you just. I'm gonna put my thoughts out there through the screen. Now, put my thoughts out through the screen. There we go. Imagine beautiful cabbage, beautiful dark green, almost blue leaves, huge, crunchy, sweet. That's when you out there get my cut it off, and you got all this beautiful stuff out there. Couple of holes here, there, some bugs put in it. Yeah, they're gonna do that. The bug is a good sign that he's tasting the quality. He's doing like this. Uh, but if you ever go somewhere in a grocery store or a farmer's market and you see lettuce, cabbage, collard greens, kale, and it has no bite marks on it at all, leave that stuff right where it is. Because if the bugs won't eat it, you better not eat it. Yes, and giving to because um, nothing like it, folks. Nothing like it, folks. Oh my goodness, I could not tell you right now. To hold a gun to my head, how many bags of fertilizer I actually had. I could not tell you. I can tell you it's more than I need right now, but I got it because I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking of happy, happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy brand new calendar year. Has anyone done this yet? Let me see here. Look at that. Real easy to type now. You just figure like that, and then you got it. I'm telling you, folks, I started feeding my soil the early part of the fall. The early part of the fall. I went out there with the weed trimmer and tore down everything, and left it right there in the field. Left it. That's how I do it. That's how I get down. I left it right there in the field. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to be running around here, um, you know, oh, backyard gardener. Imagine going in your yard and have your dinner for that day. Priceless. Now, see, you talking like me now, because I remember one time, and I always tell people this famous story, and I want you to pull up a seat, boys and girls, and listen to what I got to say. This is interesting, I think. It's a story I always tend to share with people. Since I started gardening, I remember one morning getting up, and I walked to the door, and at that time, I used to wear slippers. I used to like slippers. And I walked through the yard, and I had a basket in my hand, which was a wire rack that that comes out of a refrigerator that you threw away, but you kept the racks because they look good. I said these racks, look, they could do. I said I could do something with this rack. This was once in a deep freezer. I could do something with it, and so I still have the rack. So anyway, I go out there and I load up. I said tomatoes, some Swiss chard, some spinach. Oh, okra. Go over there and get me some okra. And so didn't do any peppers, but I had peppers there and everything. So I bring this stuff in fresh from the garden. Oh, and I got me some fresh onions out of the garden. And I didn't know what the heck I wanted to cook, but here's what I bottom line what I'm doing. I washed everything off, I cut everything up, and I had this wok, this nice size big wok. I put me some olive oil in there, and I just stirred, about flipping it. And once it got a little bit limp, and I just poured it over a plate, and with the garlic and everything, and I just started eating it. Had no idea what it was called, but it was all vegetables. And when I ate it, my energy level shot up, and I said, I feel like doing some stuff today. Yep, that's the difference between the food you get at the market, which is 100% dead, and then you go out there and get food that you picked 2 minutes ago and come in the house and start sauteing it in olive oil. Oh my goodness, it don't get any better. And I used to grow a lot of garlic, but I mean garlic for me, I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong because if you get real lazy on garlic, you don't have that sounds like an amazing stir fry. Thank you very much. I like that because I mean that's what I just stirred it, and when I ate it, it was light. It was nutritional. Um, you had onions in there. You had the garlic in there. You had all these vegetables and everything. And I'm gonna tell you something. I bought uh, some spinach seeds, and I remember it's just one I bought from rareseeds.com. Now I'm not putting any advertisement on there for any of these folks because this stuff is high and they be selling. I love the fact that they sell good products. I like that, but Lord knows I don't want to spend $4. I went on a site. What's that real guy? He's a real nice guy. He uh, he always has his flowers and plants inside. He's a little guy. He got turkeys running around his yard, and then he got this little dog called. Hey, come in, little Ralph. He got that little voice. Come in, little Ralph. What is his name? And I think it's the Voodoo Garden or something like that. Nice guy, really nice guy. He's selling seeds now. So I go on his site and I rack up this nice little bill. I said, oh, I want that, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want this and that. Seeds are awesome. Oh, seeds are awesome. Okay. And I got all the seeds. Now I go to checkout. You sure that's his name? Oh, because wait a minute. He's a little guy. He wears a baseball like hat. There's plants in his house, big old plants. He even has a one corn stalk in there growing. The guy knows his stuff to be in there growing that stuff. But here's what I love his channel, but one thing I always look for him to do. Tell the information. Always put that in there. Well, this corn I'm growing in the house. I feed it this. And this is how often I feed it. And this is how often I water it. That's what you want to do. Every time you at least try to do those shows, because you can't assume that these people sitting in front of you know how to grow this stuff. Because they don't know how to grow it. They're looking at you with you got a pepper plant in there. Huge pepper plant, these guys. A huge pepper plant. And you don't know how to grow it. And he can grow them. But if he don't tell you, it'll just take you longer to catch on. That's all. The only difference is take you longer to catch on. So long story short, man. Long story short, so that's what I thought his name is too. Okay. But yeah, because he's a real nice guy. He said, "How y'all doing?" Hey, what's his dog name? Dog name is uh, this little teeny little dog, look like a hairball when he's running around. Um, and I believe some guy that lives with him that he usually mentions. Sometimes he'll mention, you know, about he said Marcus is going to help with and he never, you know. So anyway, got a great show. Been on for years. When I first started doing all this, he was already on, and he is selling seeds. So I go on there and rack up, I put it. Oh man, okay, $6, 50 cents worth of seeds. Okay, that's good. And then I go to the checkout. And see now, when you go to the checkout, you don't know what you're gonna see. But I go to the checkout, and I said, "What?" When I just added the shipping in, I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "I like the fact that he sells, according to what he was saying, and the show's called a Voodoo Garden or Voodoo Channel or something like that. Voodoo. Um, so, but he actually has two channels. That's right, he has two. Um, so the long story short, there it is, $10 or something. I'm thinking to myself, no, I could go to Walmart, get these seeds he's talking about for 50 cents each out the door. 50 cents each out the door. So I said, I can't afford his channel seeds. I just can't afford them. Not knocking that guy. We're not knocking because, he's out there trying to do what he got to do. And, but one time he used to do a show and he used to go out there and he got one show that one video he entitled The Effects of Compost. The Effects of Compost Tea, I think it was. And he's feeding compost to these raised bed plants, but what leaches out into the grass area, he's got dandelions that leaves are that wide across. And then he shows you 3 feet from him the same type of dandelion, and it's a little teeny little leaf. And he's saying, and look at this. He said, see, everything that's close up around his box is getting some of the fertilizer, and it's growing huge. And I looked at that. I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from that. And he keeps it simple. Like he's the only one I looked at that grows tomatoes, and he lets them sprawl all over the ground. He don't tie them up or stake them up or any of that stuff. He just lets them just roll them out. I've been doing my Ray. Yeah, that's his name. I think his name is That's it. That's it. But then he was gonna get that name. He said, "No, I'm gonna get this name." Let's see. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, he gave you know all these plants in his house are big, huge, dark green, healthy daggone plants. He'll even show you if some fail, and this one fails. But for the most part, the guy knows what he's doing. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I always hit it out of the park because I don't. But one thing I will say is I can grow some greens or fruits. Excuse me, not what I mean, like vines and fruits like watermelon and cantaloupe, and they'll have no bug bites on them nowhere, nowhere. And it's all because I learned that if the weeds are kept at bay away from what you're growing, but you leave the weeds out there, the weeds will in turn, you know what the weeds are going to do? The weeds, the insects will eat the weeds and leave your plants the heck alone. They'll leave your plants alone. And I've been doing that for years. I've been doing that for years. I mean, they will eat and eat. I just want y'all to know. I just love growing that food, folks. Wow. Thanks for that priceless tip. Yeah, I mean, because this year I got the fertilizer. I had the fertilizer, yes, that's not a big deal. But this year I'm making the largest batch of compost tea I've ever made, 40 gallons. And the reason why I'm doing this because I just want to. And I'm going to use these bags, 5-gallon bucket bags, for paint straining bags. And hell, I'm gonna put one bag full of compost, and it's gonna be basically a big tea bag, limited contribution. Ah, so 40 gallons of compost tea, folks. Now I want you to think about this for a second. Think about this. You go out into your property. The weather's breaking. It's getting ready to come into spring. You got 40 gallons of water there. Whether you pump it in there from your house and let it sit before you put anything in it. Don't put nothing in there unless it sits for at least 24 hours. And you let it sit. Let all the chemicals and everything evaporate out. I don't do that because I use rainwater. So I run it in there, fill it up, and once it fills up, folks, what I do next is I add the bag of compost tied to a rope or string, and you bounce it up and down in there, and it's a big tea bag filled with halfway full of compost in the bag, or cow manure, or a mixture of both. Now, once you do all this, now watch this. When you go put your plants in, every time you put something in, you get your watering can, come over there and water it with that compost tea to give it the ability to stand up straight. That's what you want. You don't want it limping over because it just got transplanted. You want to hit it with that compost tea. And every week you come out there and hit it with that compost tea right at the root base. And you may say to yourself, well, morning garden, that's a bit much. I say you ain't ready to grow nothing if you don't want to stay on your garden. You're going to stay on your garden. Don't put seeds out there and walk away and say, oh, I'm busy at work and it's not going to work. You'll grow enough. I'll give you a good example. The most common fault that people do with their peppers is they don't water them enough. Peppers will suck up water. Will suck up water. Corn, the biggest problem most people put with corn and peppers is they don't put enough nitrogen down. So, I mean, peppers will slow down on you when it get hot, when it get real hot, And sometimes you can bump it up a little bit with a little bit of nitrogen. You got corn. Corn. What will corn do? Corn will get eaten and cranking up. And as soon as you stop feeding the corn, you know what happens to that corn? That corn will sit there and become a dwarf and stop really producing as well as it should. Hello, how you doing? I miss you. Got my notification fixed. Let's see if you pay attention to your garden, it will pay you dividends. And hope happy New Year. Yeah, I mean you're doing nothing but telling the truth there. You're telling the truth there. Speak to it. If you leave it out there and you don't pay your garden any sense at all and no attention, guess what it'll do? It's gonna say, okay, the weeds are running all over me. I can't fight them back. It's hot out here. There's no water because you haven't watered me today. And then they will be dwarfed. This stuff stinks. These are Job's fertilizer spikes. They're shiny, then they stink. Job's fertilizer spikes. Nothing special about them. Nothing. I've used them. They do a good job. Bada boom, bada. Whoa, what is this? Look what gets in the bag when they make this stuff. That's a leaf. The heck a leaf is in? It's part of a product that they made it from. Oh, here's some more material. A little stem. So, all instructions on the bag. And please, folks, when you do this, ooh, damn, this really stinks. I keep smelling it because I can't believe something this small would smell like that. This is nothing but farm waste. Is all it is. Chicken feathers, blood meal, bone meal, that's all it is. They found a way to sell the trash that they would have had to throw away, and they sell it to farmers and gardeners. And they mark up the hell on it when they mark it up. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what they say supposed to be in this bag. It said derived from feather meal, bone meal, sulfate of potash. Now, this is Joe's. It's a good company. Been around for a long time, making garden crap for your plant. Now, I got some Dr. Earth downstairs. It's got a whole bunch of good stuff in it. Even what they call that stuff. It's a beautiful product. I can't think of it right now. But when you're buying fertilizer, read the back of the bag. And I know it's a lot of information to take in when you look at all that, but some of them have more information than this on the back of the bag. Look for two things. One, those three numbers, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. That's what you want to look at. You also want to look at right here what's the derived from or ingredients. You want to look at that because you want to make certain that you're buying 100% organic products. And it says feeds all season without runoff. Without runoff. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I will say that most organic fertilizers, you don't have a lot of runoff. But when you use inorganic fertilizers, the runoff is crazy. If your plants don't eat it, the rain's washing it away. So I wouldn't use inorganic fertilizer if I know it's going to rain that day. Because you want to make certain, folks, that you're doing the best you can to keep our bodies of water clean. And I have so many of these down there. I did these the same way. They about $6 and something a bag. I got them for 98 cents. 98 cents a piece. Of course, I took all of them. 50 spikes are in the bag, and I got them. I got them things. And you grow a lot of good food with this right here. If I took this bag right here and dumped this underneath of a watermelon plant and let it just grow, that watermelon will be one of the prettiest, sweetest melons you ever want to eat because once, like I said before, if you feed a plant like you mean for it to grow, if you feed a plant, it's like having a son. Some of you got sons. If you feed your son like a football player, guess what? He's gonna be built. He's gonna like a football player, and he's gonna run and hit like a football player because of the foods that he eats. So make sure that you feed those plants and you water those plants, and your plants will in turn serve you well. I say thank you. That is valuable. Uh-huh. To know. Thank you very much. This is just beautiful. I just love this. These guys are really great. They come through here. They hang out with me for a little while. And the thing about it is, all of them are pretty good gardeners anyway. All of you. I mean, I know you know some stuff, but I always said before, keep it simple as I don't know what. Don't ever. This is phosphorus, 2.7% of the. Some people do that, try to make it all complicated. I said, look, man, bye, see you later, bye. I know what I'm doing. It's easy to do this. This is not brain surgery. The only thing you got to do is give your fertilizer to the plant because your soil is not uh, does not have enough fertility or nutrition in it to feed some of these plants. Because some of these plants they develop, folks, they develop them to grow in the finest of soil. The finest of soil. That's how they put them together. They put them plants together. Hybrids will produce a lot of times more of a crop load than your heirlooms. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yes, sir. It will definitely produce more. Um, I'm trying out something this year called a pink brandy wine tomato. Pink brandy wine tomato. That's what I'm doing. 99 cents a pack. The gardener. One pack. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think you said something about the dollar store. 99 cents a pack. Wait a minute. You sure it was this? I don't think you meant this. 99 cents a pack. I am gardener, but small dollar store. Okay, I love brandy wine. Okay, now you got to school me on something about these brandy wines because I haven't tasted one. I bought a pack of seeds brandy wine last year. They put the wrong seeds in the pack. Yes, it happens, folks. They put the wrong seeds in the pack. And when I bought them, you know what I bought? Some kind of beautiful tasting, but it was a cherry type tomato. I don't know what the hell, what was going on, but this year I won't make that mistake. That's how that works. I say I love brandy wine. They are delicious and any of the four colors. Oh, I like this person right here. They into the tomatoes. There is an African gentleman, I don't know his name. All he does, and the only thing he grows is tomatoes. And that's it. That's all he does. I wish I had his channel right now, name in front of me. I would tell you go check him out. Because if you're growing tomatoes, that's what you need to see. I mean, he got some techniques for starting seeds that'll make you just go, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. That's exactly what he and he gets so he said I get like 90. I would like to do the voice too. I like to get like 95% germination. He said I love this. This tomato is a how you say it, is a pink brandy wine. It's really good, good size. Can't remember his name either, but I know you who you mean. Yep. And so he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. What zone are you in, Morning Gardener? Well, the zone that I'm in right now is zone 7B. In other words, I have one of the shortest growing seasons on the planet. Where's my box at with the because I'm gonna have to germinate my seeds this year too. Because I do not believe in buying plants. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it, folks. I don't believe in it because they sell you plants that they'll look beautiful in the store. You'll get them home and you put them in the ground and they'll start doing this. Oh God, where did she put me at? What kind of soil is this? I can't believe I'm in this weak damn soil she put me in. Somebody help me, please. You know that's what they do. You know they grow them plants in optimum situation. But when you're in 5B, okay, cool. I am in 5B, and let's see, you get fabulous tomatoes and peppers by winter sowing. I used to do the winter sowing thing. It works. It works. It definitely works. You don't have to harden them off and all that good stuff. There's one lady on there that I would call her definitely the queen of doing, even though she didn't create it, but she does it, and she's been doing it for years, and so that's what she does. Um, Heat mat. All right, I'm gonna throw this at some of you because some of you have not seen this yet. If you have seen it, then let me know you have seen it, then I'll just stop right here. But the Eastern method, you are thinking the good. That's it. That's it. That's a name. Let's see, where am I at right now? Okay, so the heat mat thermostat, heat mat controller. Here's what happens a lot of times. I used to run into this problem, and I never knew what was wrong. Well, I had an idea, but I could never prove it. Um, Put the pepper plants in, put the tomato plants in, plug in the heat mat, and what would happen? I would come downstairs and check and say, "Wow, this heat mat is hot. Is it supposed to be this hot? Did they not know that I'm trying to start seeds?" Of course they knew, but they figured when you bought it, you would have sense enough to buy a controller, which I never did for years. So now I have the sense, and these controllers are expensive, in my opinion. These controllers are expensive. But here's the controller I got. Beautiful controller, heavy duty, it works. If you go on eBay, you can get this bastard for $10 with free shipping. And that's what you want to get. Look. It's got dual mat. Dual mat. See right there I'm pointing at? You got another one on the other side. Beautiful. You got the sensor right there built onto it. This is what you want to have, folks, when you're growing your own seeds. The only thing I need now is a fan that blows the air around in the room to kind of keep down the humidity. I said, now that might be interesting for my herbs. Absolutely. It's a win-win. If you can control the temperature, say you bring that mat down to about 70 degrees, everything you put in there pretty much going to germinate because it's going to be at the optimum temperature. This is what I'm going to use before I put this was $10 too. And I like it because both of these are the same color. And I just happened, this just happened. I didn't plan it. See? It looked like a set. A set. Wow, a set. What if I sold these? Oh, well, anyway, just thinking out loud. But this right here, everybody notice it takes the temperature of, usually kids and, you right there, you just, and it says 93 93 degrees, which means I'm not too cold. So we got that all figured out. And this controls set your heat max at 70 degrees or a little higher, 75, whatever the plant requires, and you're all set. So I got that. Let me put all this back in the box. Everything here was $10. $10 and $10 is $20. If I would have went out there grabbing stuff, I could have paid it for this right here. I 75 or $80 for both of these items. I didn't do that. I paid $20. I didn't tell some of you this. I might have not mentioned it. I have a black belt in shopping. Yes. And it didn't come easy. It took me years of getting got. Then I said, wait a minute, hold up. Why am I keep paying more for this stuff? It's because I used to jump out there. They would super much last one on sale, and I would just go grab it and realize later on that I just got. And you go to Walmart and they put the signs up there saying, yes, you do. That's allowed. Yep, you're right. I would just get got. And I said, I got to stop this. This is maddening. So everything now I buy, from working on my car to doing in the garden, and everything I found a bargain on. The hell, I even bought a house on the bargain thing there. I wasn't gonna, I see a friend showed me a house yesterday. It was like close to $400,000. I'm looking at the guy. I know what his income is, and I'm looking at him saying, "Yeah," because I'm thinking you don't have the money for this. But I'm not going to tell you not to try. Just try. You might, if you up your income, man, you can get the house. If you up your income 3 or 4 times, you'll be able to get it. But the house is completely brand new, 2019. Like that. But you are a great bargain hunter. Now I am a better garden hunter. I am but I learned because when I used to go out there and pay $10 for a bag of organic fertilizer, and then you only get with the way things are today in some people's income. When you go out and buy a $10 bag of fertilizer, you feel that you go, wait a minute, what the hell? I just want to grow a couple of carrots. I just want to grow 2 tomato plants. Why am I taking out a second mortgage on my home to do this? And so, um, it's called being wise. Thank you very much. But I am the person like this. I got enough to understand that I can get got. And then I started saying, wait a minute, this stuff is not worth this. These $10 bags of fertilizer are not actually worth $10. This is garbage from the farms. It's garbage, refuge, and they're selling chicken poo, cow poo. Think about it. The guts, the inner organs of cows and pigs and everything that they're slaughtering at the slaughterhouse, and they grind and cook their stuff up and they sell it to you. And they saying, and they just happen to put it in a very colorful, pretty bag. The whole secret to the whole thing is the pretty bag. But if you were to go to the farms and see this stuff in its raw, natural form, some of us would go, what the hell am I paying for that for? This is just chicken crap coming out of that bird right there that I'm paying $10 for. So, that being said, without being too graphic, I now know what I want to buy. And I like to barter when I go to places. When they have the seeds, the plants at the stores. Now, everybody's running to the stores. It's gardening season. The sun's coming out some days, and the days are getting longer, and people, wearing less clothes, wearing jackets, and go to the store. They're spending up what they think is disposable income, and the illusion of disposable income. I'll put it that way. When they go out there and they go get this stuff, you know what they tell themselves, folks? I really can't afford this, but I'm going to get it anyway. And they get it. When they could have got it in the dead of winter, like I did, and I walk through there and they see me walk through. They see me walk through. They say, oh, that's the morning garden. I seen them online. And I walk through and then you'll see me over there giving people advice and talking to people about why are you purchasing this tree? You know this is a standard tree. You know apple trees need 2 apple trees to produce apples. Why is he selling you 1 apple tree? Do you have another apple tree at home? You don't? Well, then guess what? This is a standard apple tree. It's going to get about 35 feet tall and about 30 feet wide. I said, do you realize that your backyard is only 10 feet by 10 feet? So you might not want to buy this tree. Of course, the guy doesn't listen to me because the guy with the blue vest on looks like a professional clown. Um, but I look at him and says, okay, that's not good. He could. I'm giving him an option. So you need to go online. You need to get at least two dwarf trees if you're going to do an apple. You need to get two dwarf trees, plant them in the exact same hole. Oh no, but they said it's supposed to be planted 10, 15 feet apart. I'm telling you to plant them both together in the same hole. You don't have a lot of room. You want them in the same hole first. You want them to dwarf each other. That's what you want. Even though they're what they call a dwarf trees, if you put them close together, they will dwarf each other. They keep each other small. And he's looking at me saying, "This man's crazy. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? Honey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get the baby, let's go." So, I just look at it and go, okay. Then there's others who will take my advice and go, "Who are you? Can I get your number?" And like that. And I'll say, "Okay." I said, "But you can see me on YouTube, and I will give you, the advice if you like, and get you on the right course." But I said, if you want to get a tree that's a fruit tree that will produce very well for you, get a peach tree. If you only want one tree, get a pear tree. You need another pear tree, but they will produce small amounts of pears even with one tree. And she says, "Oh, okay." But you said a peach tree will produce on its own. I say, "Yeah, get the Hellhaven or Red Haven or get the Alberta." I said it produces a really sweet peach and it's an early bloomer, which is the Alberta. Where can I go get this stuff at? I said go to Stock Brothers. Stock Brothers. But now I don't say Stock Brothers so much anymore because the prices have done went up. The prices have gotten higher. You know, they gotten higher. I was buying Stock Brother trees back when it was $25 a piece and it was still high. Now they're $35 a piece plus the shipping and all that. And so when you get it there in the door, they're going to give you a high quality product. It's going to be a high quality product. Also, um, it's going to also amaze you. Growing years. For us, I'm learning so much today. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. But this is, folks. There's nothing amazing that I'm doing. It's absolutely nothing amazing. All you're doing is listening to 20 years of making mistakes. That way you don't have to. We've done it for you. So that's how that works. 20 years of making mistakes. I've done it all. I've purchased $400 or $500 worth of trees and watched them die and live, and then I realized what I'm. Amen. All right. And then once I got it down, I said, "Oh, okay. A tree is like a person. I got it now. They eat like we do. They tell you what they need based on what their leaves look like. If they're light green, that means that their sucker is in need of some nitrogen. It might be some iron deficiency. You see yellowing, it could be iron deficiency, it could be nitrogen. If the tree is wimpy, rolling down, looks like it's just it's weak, it's not up strong and everything. That means the tree could be not eating enough, not getting enough water. But the leaves will tell you some stuff. The bark of a tree, you see uh, sap leaking out of the sides of the tree and everything. Could mean that the sun's beating it up, and you need to paint the with some white paint. What they call it, semi gloss paint, and might need to put a reflective coating of paint on there to get the paint to back up off of that tree. Happy New Year's, everyone's Supreme Family Garden. Supreme Family Garden. And this gentleman here, I watched this channel a few times. And one good thing about him and his wife will be out there, they shoot. And he will be out there and he'll actually answer your questions. He won't just go, "Look, I don't have time for that." He won't do that. He'll just say, Oh, hey, yeah. But he'd be distracted because he'd be going. He just loves walking around in the garden. He loves that. And then his wife is she's good because she be getting the information to him. She said, "Oh, we just had somebody chime in. It's Teresa. Teresa wants to know, do tulips grow best when And so they answer the question, to walk through it. If they don't have the information, they'll tell you, I'm not sure, but I believe, or here's where you can go. And so it's a good deal. I like that. I like that as opposed to some people who will tell you something and they don't have a clue what they're talking about. And see, what happens to me is that when people say something about gardening, I will listen to you. If it's incorrect and we can talk about it, maybe both of us can learn something. But if you just already know, then I gotta let you do your own thing. You gotta learn on your own. I can say at work, just stopping by. Well, you have a great day. You have a great day. That was Supreme Family Gardener, folks. That was the gentleman. You can check his channel out. Check his channel out. Go see him sometime when he's on there. Nice family show. That's how I was streaming this 2000 gardening video today. No, that's a need to that. Oh, okay, okay. And, yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I realized I might be the first show that streamed 2020. Yay! The first show, 2020 gardening show. Ah, I'm the first one probably. Oh, hello. How you doing, Davis? Davis. And I got to say this one thing, folks, before I get distracted on another subject. I get excited when it comes to growing food. Um, this year I'm doing a ton of new things. I'm growing completely a lot of new things. I'm growing. Um, no, no. I mean, I'm not saying that I definitely am, but I believe that I am. I believe I am the first one that did a gardening show streaming it. There might be other videos put out. I'm quite sure because I have hundreds of people that are in my subscribe thing there, and when they pop videos up, I watch it all night long, 2, 3 in the morning. Um, and but I've no streams have come out so far. I would have it on his phone, and I got a lot of people. But I'm not saying I am, but it's a possibility that I'm the first one to do a live stream in 2020. So I'll use that as unlike my Happy New Year's, Morning Garden. Oh, and everyone else. I like that when you said that. Happy New Year's and everyone. I've been up all night and the first garden stream. Because, let's see what we got here. I have been up all night. You're the first garden stream of 2000. I probably am. Because one thing I will say, when I went shopping today and bought all that fertilizer in the dead of winter, and I get my points, and I love it when I do everything early. When I do everything early, I feel better. When I have the fertilizer and I'm buying the tools like this, I'm getting this stuff now. This stuff like the thermostat heat mat controller, folks. When the spring hit, you will not see this for $10. It won't be anywhere for $10. It's going to go up to probably about $25, $30 because they know they can get it at that time. But I bought it now, so in the dead of winter, and people think about one thing: um, gas, electric bills, food, and they're thinking about work and car repairs. No one's thinking about this kind of stuff really right now. Not a lot of people are thinking about this. They could care less about gardening products right now because right now they're dealing with um, uh, things that must be done in the house. And me, I will put something aside months ago, knowing that this day was coming for me to go buy the fertilizer. The thermostat, I didn't think I needed until one day I looked in it and I kept saying, wait a minute, I want to guarantee. that those mats of mine are at the right temperatures. I want to know that they're at 70 degrees. That's let's see, that's so true. And that's all I want to do. Yes, so true. Get it done. Get her done. I like to these people are talking on here today. I'm not used to this. You know what I'm used to? Sometimes people go off to the side, they pin their little thing up there and they don't say anything. So they say, he's like a TV show, just let him just talk and talk. Let's see how long he can actually talk without running out of gas. Okay, the last time, let's see. Let's see. Hello, hello. Diamond. Diamond. Let's see. Let's see. Mark. I can barely make this out. I need to really clean these. Oh yeah, they're really dirty. And I stopped at Subway today, and I didn't mean to do that. It's $10 for, egg and a strip of bacon. I said you can do that at home. You know how to cook. Get up off your lazy butt and cook. But when I did the killing on the when I did the killing on what was I did the killing on the fertilizer today. When I did that killing, I wanted to make certain that I celebrated for myself. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something, folks. It takes a tough man to raise a tender chicken. Let me say. It takes a tough person to raise a great garden. Okay, let's see what we got here. Did anyone see the pictures I put up today on the fertilizers I bought? I thought I might put that back up there. I'll see what we got here. Did you see that? Can you see that? That's the score I made today. Close to $250 worth of fertilizer. I bought for $56. Can you see it? That's it right there. And I'll tell you to go to Home Depot. Look at two sections while you're there. One being the clearance section, the other being the fertilizer section. Look for those two, and you're looking for yellow tags, is what you're looking for. And Home Depot is the only one to do it. So I suggest you get out there today. If you got a couple ducats, a couple dollars left in your wallet, it's a nice score. That is a 75% savings. Now this person is good with numbers. She's just throwing numbers up there, and I'm looking saying, yeah, 75%. That's it. Because all I know is that the bags were $12, went for $3. $12 went for $3. I cleared the whole shelf. I cleared the entire shelf. Just got paid. Just got paid. Friday night. Get it right. Looking good. Let's see. Yeah, but what? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just, I well, you want to say more. I just had a good, I just, I don't know what to say. She said, just got paid. Let's see. 75% guys, y'all better listen. I said, y'all better listen because when the spring comes and your plants are growing beautifully and you shake your bag and say, man, I only got this much left. God damn it, I gotta go out there and get another bag. Damn, they like $15 a bag. I don't know what I want to do. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. You want to say, I got 3 bags downstairs. I'm good. If you spend $6 and get 3 bags, 3 pound bags, you did right. You got enough for 2 years with that. So Home Depot is what you want to do. I got to get back in the gym. Let's see. So the thing about it is the morning gardener is just it just absolutely tickled about getting everything in line. And the only thing I got to get next is the seeds. I already bought some seeds, um, and I don't like going to eBay and buying seeds. I don't like it because you don't know nothing about them seeds. Guy can be selling you some seeds, can be 7 years old, and you would not know it because it seeds, until you put them in there, and you find out that the germination is very low on them. Like you put 10 seeds in there to germinate, you might get four, and you be mad as hell. You be saying, "Damn, I know better than this." Now, but I got them from the same guy that I bought from some months ago. Now, all the collard greens that are on my property right now are still growing. They're the winner. They're the winner. I put them in there as seedlings. And everybody and their mama told me them seeds would be dead, boy, they'd be dead. I can't listen to that because I just can't listen to that, folks. And you know why? Do you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know what time I put them in there. I put them at the very end of summer, and they started growing. Then I got enthusiastic 2 weeks later, and I ordered some more seeds, dollar a pack on eBay, shipping free. And I got the seeds, put them in the ground, and they automatically started popping up. But why did they start popping up? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I put them in there, I poured something over the seeds, which was called rainwater mixed with some molasses, unstrapped, something. You can use any sugar really. Brown sugar is good to use too. So I got a gallon of water and I mixed in some sugar. I don't even think I really measured it. I mixed the sugar in there, and then I watered the seeds, and all of a sudden, bang! They started coming up 3, 4 days later. They started coming up, and I said I might make it. I said it's tight, but it's getting colder now at night. But I said they like it cold. I mean, well, they like it cool. They like it cool. So next thing you know, I got this little boy out there, and he's out there. He's helping me feed the plants, and he's so happy. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. Look at this. This kid may actually like gardening, and he's out there. And my kids get enthusiastic. I said, okay, he's got enough. He said, oh no, I want to give this one a little bit more. And he gives you'll see the video up when you see the little boy out there, and I'm just having a good time with him. Um, he's reaching in the bag. His hand will fit in the bag. Mine won't. And so he's laughing at me. Um, and I'm so happy. I'll be like, man, look at this kid. I said, this is absolutely incredible. So, and I get really excited when I see kids learning. I get really excited when I see them learning. I'm in a mood for love. Okay, let's say I want to share a video on how to get a huge seed for $37.20 if I may host Morning Gardener show. I would link to unleash. Oh, okay. Sounds like a good idea. You're selling seeds. It sounds like, yeah. La da dee dee dee. Okay. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's if the seed's a good deal and you can help some people out, go ahead and do it. Do it. I said I want to link it unless you say it's okay. Yeah. Sounds like a winner. I'm in a mood for love simply because you're near me. Okay. I say in I got you. I have enough to give. Oh God. Mm. I'm just doing something right here, folks. I'm just going around looking at all these people in the show. And see, when I got 11 people in here, I'm like, wow, this many people actually stopped in to hear me rave on and on about the addiction that I have towards gardening. What is wrong with these people? Won't they just get me some help? Oh my goodness, I just love this gardening thing. I just love it. I sleep day and night. I can't get it out of my head. I'm like, oh, this is incredible. what's it? I am named. I am named. Oh, okay. Sure, sure. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud there. That's the ugliest I can. That's okay. Do the best you can. That's all. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh, let's see. I see. I see. Can't. This is a lot of good people on here right here. I'm just looking at something. Addicted. Addiction can. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. But I'd much rather be addicted to gardening. If you paid so, I'd much rather be addicted to gardening than anything else because I mean, what else? I mean, I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I just love gardening, and I get out there and I get lost in it, and especially if it's kids want to learn, if it's adults want to learn. I like to see people grow food because they can now take care of themselves. I'm just addicted, brother. It drives family and friends crazy until they get to eat what we've grown. Laugh out loud. I'm gonna tell you something like this. I'm sitting in the yard, I'm in my own world, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's like a deep thing when I'm in that garden. Missed, missed the full part. No, it's okay. That's all right. I definitely, I'm in there, and my neighbors. It was a lady. His wife came over with some young lady with him, and they wanted to talk to me. And they want to say, well, what are you doing this for? What is it? What are you? And they were asking questions, and I had the information, you know, for them, and I was telling them that, why do you do this? What? Go to the grocery store. And I said, no, I don't think you understand why I do this. I do this for peace of mind. I do this for staying in connection with nature. I do this so that I can also eat food that is of the highest quality that I cannot get at a grocery store. I can eat better from my garden than some of the kings and queens and presidents of the world. I can eat just as good or not, if not better, than they can because they're getting their food from expert gardeners and expert farmers. They're getting their food from there. Um, I mean, some of them are eating very good food, but I'm eating food at a very high level as well because everything I grow is 150% organic and I have some say over it. Ah, preach, she said, preach. Oh, I tell you, and I love it because I could go, you know, and meet with the president of the United States, and the food could come there on the table. I look at it and go, this stuff looks frozen, you know. And I know that when I eat from the garden, it's fresh collard greens. But it was a lady that I met years ago, long time ago, long time ago, long time ago, and she took my collard greens and kale, and she showed me something. She cooked them together, and I didn't know about that at the time. I didn't know about you can cook them together. And she did that, and then she whipped it up and did all this stuff. And she was in my kitchen and she was putting things in. I said, "What do you put?" No, don't worry about it. She said, "Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing now." And she wouldn't tell me how she did what she did. But when the time came, yes, you're right about that. They will never sell. They will never sell. The variety, unusual varieties, they will never sell. And unusual varieties, they will never sell it. Some don't have a long shelf life. Some are just too soft, and they don't want to sell it because it doesn't. All they want to do is big, pretty looking, and that's all that matters. It does not have to be nutritional. But the collard greens that she cooked, when I ate some of it, I said, "Oh my God, this is how they were meant to taste." And I asked her what was in it, and she never told me. And I never forgot that. I just said, "Okay, she's not going to tell me at all. She's not going to tell me at all. This will not happen. She will not tell me." So what happened was, uh, I absolutely uh, went on YouTube, and when I got on YouTube, it said, and I quote, it said, "How to cook collard greens Southern style," and I've been cooking it that way ever since. I've been cooking it that way ever since. How to cook collard greens Southern style, and I was done. Once I started eating that, I was done. I was cooking. I was eating huge pots of collard greens with kale mix. Excuse me, I'm drooling. And so the food was so good that I was doing another pot by Thursday, and I was saying this is too much. I can't keep doing this. And so I really enjoyed it. So anytime I grow collard greens and kale, and the problem I'm running into is that too many of my friends, too many of my coworkers, too many of people that I know are asking for my collard greens because I cook. Excuse me. I grow. See, here's what happens, folks. I grow these beautiful collard greens, and I treat them like royalty. I treat them like royalty. I grow them in a circle. I grow them in a square. I grow them this way so that if you can walk by them, if you don't know what the heck you're looking at on my property, you would not know that those are collard greens unless you, well, of course, you're a gardener will look down and say, hey, those are, you know, and they would know. But I grow them that way so the neighbors don't be messing with them. Now, um, I did for years. I tried to master how to grow collard greens because I wanted them to be big and beautiful leaves. I wanted them to be beautiful, dark, tender leaves, sweet to the taste. And I've achieved that. And so I like to keep that up. Um, Seed saving is another wonderful thing. When you have collard greens growing, and you let them grow. But one thing about when they grow and you got to get seeds, your yard will look like crap because they will get about 3.5, 4 feet tall. They will be yellowish flowers on them. Bees will be all over them. They love these yellow little flowers they produce. And I'm gonna tell you something. I said I grew the following hybrids too. I one of the bigger problem. Now the only thing I do not grow is the hybrid, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I sometimes I like to save the seeds. I like to save the seeds, and that's why I do you know the actual heirloom varieties. And my favorite is I think called Georgia collard greens. I like those. And then the curly kales. I don't get those blue kales. For some reason, I've tried those. I don't, in my climate, the bugs eat them up. So I said, I don't want these. I said, you ever seen Ron? Okay. No, I never have. Gardner. No, I haven't. I haven't. No, you have seen Ron. But I'll tell you, let me see something here. I'll see if I can find them though. Let's see something we got here. Yeah, because the thing about it, folks, is I love this. I love it. Oh yeah. I'm familiar with this gentleman. Yeah, yeah. I'm familiar with this gentleman. He's good. He's good. I'm not gonna take anything away from him at all. He doesn't answer any of his mail though. I will say that because I don't know what level he's on. He's doing some other things. Maybe he's just really tied up and busy or whatever. But I used to try to contact him. Never could get any return. Nothing. So that inspired me to continue to keep learning on my own because wasn't getting through to people that were going into neighborhoods and turning neighborhoods into beautiful family gardens. It was different. Want to go? Can you start a seed collection group? Collecting group. Thank you very much. But I trust me, I'm not organized enough to do that. I'm being honest with you. I would be, people be calling and say, "Where's my seeds?" And I'm saying, "But I sent it out. It was, oh, here it is. The letter's not in the mail." And you would be like, "Okay, this is not good." He's good at giving information, not at doing the seed thing. But thank you though anyway. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So folks, it is going on 1 hour, 30 minutes. Gotta close out because I want to just go down and get a chance to go out there. I want to do something in the garden real quick. I want to take the egg trays I have and cover them up in the compost pile. If I do that, I feel like I've done something today. So I want to do that before it gets too dark. It's got good sun out there. Maybe it's a little warmer, and I want to get those egg trays out there. But folks, thank you very much. Thank you. This is the biggest group I've had right here, 13 people. And I don't know what to say. But no, I'm having a good time, folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out there and do that, and so that way I get better compost when the growing season starts in another 3.5, 4 months from now. I know I'm a little behind schedule, but I want to make sure I'm on time. Thank you very much, and remember, good people, keep on growing. This has been the Morning Gardener.